Visitors entering the town of Zarzis will notice a work of art that looks more like wishful thinking than the reality on the ground. Precious few fishers in Tunisia bring in a decent catch these days. Many simply abandon their boats, and young people are leaving.
Looking at the current situation, I have to say that there is no future in fishing. I can only tell young people to consider a different line of work. Training to be a fisher these days is a waste of time. You can't make a living.
Biologists from the National Institute of Marine Sciences and Technology in Sfax are looking for reasons behind the dwindling fish stocks. The prime suspect? Toxic algae, which repeatedly turn the seawater red. Climate change, high water temperatures, and rising phosphorus and nitrogen levels provide a perfect environment for the algae to flourish. Native species, such as sea bream, suffocate and are dying off in huge numbers.
We discovered that a toxic species of algae is responsible for this phenomenon. In 2019, there was a very high concentration of the algae species called Carenia brevis. In 2020, its stocks were slightly lower. But this year, they've increased again. Especially in the area around the port of Gabès.
To make ends meet, fishers frequently resort to illegal methods, such as catching fish that are actually too young and small to sell, like this swordfish. At the fish market in Sfax, you'll also find cartilaginous fish, like rays and sharks, which are in fact endangered and protected species.
There are more and more sharks on the market. In the past, there was little demand for cartilaginous fish, but in the meantime, people here in Sfax have become accustomed to them, and demand is especially high among younger people.
Beshir Saidi and Nidal Trabelsi are trying to reverse the trend. They want fishers to stop catching sharks and other endangered species. They're part of the project Med Bycatch, which was launched 2 years ago and began with extensive data collection.
We've collected a lot of data, which we'll use to make proposals on how to reduce unwanted bycatch of endangered species for all of Tunisia.
Nidal Trabelsi has developed a good relationship with the fishing community in the port of Zarzis. He tells them about the research results and provides insights into the concept of closed season. This is when the different species lay their eggs and can't be fished. The evaluation of the samples makes it clear that fishing in the Mediterranean must become more sustainable. One solution would be using different fishing methods. Trawling can be replaced by long lining, which involves long plastic lines with sardine-baited hooks attached at around 6-meter intervals. Med Bycatch plans to recommend this type of fishing.
With long line and hook line fishing, the fish have the choice. The fish that go for the bait get caught. The others don't. It's completely different to trawling, which basically catches everything in the sea.
Lasad Ben Shuika is an advocate of the long line method, but today he can't go fishing. The wind is too strong and the waves too big. Conditions are simply too dangerous. So he heads back to the harbor. Preserving the ecosystem in the Mediterranean will also require more fishermen like Lasad Ben Shuika to switch to alternative methods. And not only in Zarzis, but across Tunisia and along the coasts of other countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea.